6/20/20. What a bizarrely timed state of play at 4 in the fucking afternoon. That means it's like 3 a.m. in Japan right now. What a bizarre call. So anyways, on this stream, we are going to figure out what I'm gonna order for lunch. And in the background will be a state of play. Let me pull up some one's info on it. I'm gonna pull up the Gematsu article. Let's see. This one is gonna focus on third-party PS4 and PSVR titles as opposed to the last state of play, which was PS5 and first-party titles. Insomniac's not first-party, but get the idea. Update on third-party and indie PS5 titles that we saw from the last stream, and no PlayStation Studios games like from last time. It's like the exact opposite of what Microsoft's plans were, where Microsoft's first stream of Xbox One was third parties and smaller titles, and then their second stream was Halo and first party, and then Sony's doing the flip-flop, where now the second stream is third parties and smaller titles. Interesting turn of events here.
Hell yeah.
And
I almost forgot about this.
There's the graphic. Yeah, some of these things just like PlayStation, Switch. So many things just feel like they're slipping by. Like, I don't know, the news just isn't as prevalent. Like, everything with Halo, every time there's a big Halo update, like, that doesn't get coverage, it's just a blog post. So it's hardly news. I only learned about it from on my phone. When you look at Google Chrome before you go anywhere, it just has a bunch of news articles that it pulls from Google's monitoring of you, so it knows your interests. And that's the only way I knew about the Halo stuff, because it showed an IGN article there. It's more, that shit's more reliable than Twitter, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, third-party stuff, indie titles. The one title we know we're gonna see is Crash 4. I am not holding out for Fable 3. I changed the thing. Does it still say that? I know I changed it. I remember explicitly like clicking it 3 times after I changed it. Did it change any of it? Yeah, it did. Weird. Well, now I know I'm not crazy, so. But yeah, that's what we can expect. Crash 4 is what we know of. And I don't really know what else to expect from there. Maybe something Capcom. Doesn't have to be new announcements, just things we haven't seen in a while, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm suddenly blanking on everything. Persona 5 Scramble, maybe. Maybe we'll get a confirmed Western release. Actually, that might be weird, unless the all of the state of plays have been different between Japan and US. But that would be cool to see regardless. What if they turned around and just remade Wrath of Cortex instead? I'm not buying into this whole Activision likes money thing. I'm starting to lose it. This conspiracy.
If Activision liked money, they'd let Blizzard be Blizzard instead of, you know, cannibalizing it.
Right. Why do I still have Photoshop up? It's backwards, because we can, like, you know, sometimes you just say Nintendo hates money because they're waiting so long to make an Animal Crossing game, and then they make an Animal Crossing game and it sells like insane. It's like its second best selling Switch game in like 3 months. So yeah, Activision, hard time believing their love of money.
Nintendo's more when it comes to like, I want to play this old title or unreleased title in the West.
Right.
And they're just like, no.
Same with Atlas hates money because they're not putting Persona 4 Golden on PC, and look what fucking happened.
Yeah. Well, that's finally, it seemed like what you and Max were saying. Sega kind of kicking them in the butt, being like, hey, come on.
Right, after Sega basically took Atlas over, because they always owned them, I'm pretty sure,
Right.
but they took a higher up position at Atlas. I think it's the same president between Sega and Atlas. I think that's what it is. So they told them, hey, let's start putting games on PC, see what happens.
And even
we could see Persona 4 Golden get ported to consoles finally.
Yeah, and even with only the last 3 to 5 years, the PC landscape has evolved even more. So more companies are like, oh yeah, this is a pretty good idea. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn we're seeing tomorrow. That's
apparently the
we
port
just got
sucks.
a couple days ago or weeks ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, apparently the port of Horizon sucks.
Oh well, shit.
Seems unfortunate. Whatever happened there. Anyways, so chat, I'm gonna get some I'm gonna get boneless wings. What kind of sauce should I get on them? We've got
how many sauces can you get?
1. But there's a lot.
Oh, they don't offer like two sauces per
Actually,
order?
wait, hold on. I'm ordering on the wrong site.
Because I know, like with Wingstop, we can when you get 10 wings, you can order up to 2 flavors and pick the amount.
Oh, maybe that's what it is, because I'm ordering the 6-piece, because those wings are pretty damn huge.
Oh, okay.
Let me click on the 12-piece. Still 1 sauce.
Damn.
You put special instructions, maybe they'll do it then. But yeah, I almost ordered on the wrong site. This site has, yeah, they're on DoorDash, but DoorDash adds fees and stuff. And in general, companies pay more in like licensing and stuff to put themselves on these websites. So if you can, it's always best to order like through them directly, which I just remembered I can do. Oh, they don't deliver here anymore. Okay, back to DoorDash. Well, if this first trailer sucks, then... Oh, I got 1 minute and 40 seconds to read through the sauces. We got Arizona Ranch, Asian Sesame, Boom Boom, Buckeye BBQ, Cajun, Dusted Chipotle Barbecue, Dusted Ghost Pepper, Dusted Mango Habanero, Golden Garlic, Hot Parm, Hot, Kentucky Bourbon Glaze, Korean Barbecue, Louisiana Liquors, Medium, Mild, No Sauce, Original Barbecue, Parmesan Pepper, Smoked Jalapeno Honey, Supercharged, Thai R Cracker, and Thaisen. Those are the options.
Korean barbecue is normally pretty good.
I think that's what I went with last time, yeah, and it was really good.
It's like a little bit of a kick with a normal barbecue flavor. Otherwise, if you want like the buffalo sauce, medium.
Oh, I'm
is,
tired of
always
barbecue.
pretty.
I might go with Parmesan pepper. Out of curiosity. Say green barbecue.
I may have missed it. Did you say they have lemon pepper
Lemon.
at any point?
No. Parmesan
No.
pepper.
I was gonna say you could always try
Kentucky
lemon
glazed.
pepper. I thought that's a good flavor. That may just be like a Wingstop thing though.
I want something in the range. I usually want something that's in the range of buffalo, like also Korean barbecue. Where
So
it's not.
something that's a little spicy.
It's time to turn the console on. Just a hint of spice.
You could also do the mango habanero, although that may be a little too sweet. It still has a kick, but it's really sweet, more than barbecue.
I'm gonna sneeze. I didn't hear a sound for that one. What was that sound? What did you? Shit!
Oh, starting with it. Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans.
It's really, there were a lot of like series that got lost in the translation to 3D just because they tried too much, basically, and that's definitely what happened with Crash.
And then we wanted to introduce
understandably
new elements that
they
we can't wait
tried
to show you today. Let's
like
start with
open
Insanity
platformer
Beach.
levels.
This is where Crash's adventure first started and where we picked
I
things
just
up again in
realized
Crash 4. But
Crash
there's definitely been
and
changes
Ratchet
since
and
we
Clank
first
both
saw
are coming
Insanity
back
Beach
with
all
like
those years ago.
multi-universes. So I can't wait for Spyro to come back with multi-universe.
That's like Crash's gimmick at this point. It's the best way to go because it makes such creative levels. But yeah, the only reason Crash was ever the isolated way it was because of PS1 hardware limitations.
Throughout Crash 4,
So I get why they wanted to expand that, but
new character models and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that,
This
also
looks
comes
great.
new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run,
Yeah,
rope
do things
swing,
like this,
rail
yeah.
grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle.
Hell
That
yeah.
seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels. Crash 4
Cool.
also introduces the Quantum Masks, the powerful protectors of time and
Doesn't
space.
mean they won't
Crash and Coco will need their
microtransaction
assistance
you
throughout the
somehow,
game to tackle the
some
crazy
other way.
challenges that we're
I'll
gonna be
believe it
throwing
when
at the
I've
player.
seen it launch after a
Whether
month.
it's Ika Ika, that gives you
that's
the ability
Activision,
to
to wait a
instantly
month.
flip your center of gravity at the press of a button. Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you. Or
Technically,
Lani
if they
Loli,
make
who
any
allows you to
DLC
phase
levels,
shift
those would have
elements in and out of
costumes.
existence.
That's
Bending
not.
the
That's
rules
just
of
really
reality
DLC
and
though. It's
altering your environment with these new
Yeah.
a little
masks
different
is
from
a
the same
must.
kind of
See.
We also can't
microtransactions.
wait
Yeah, and
to talk to
if
you about
that's
the
what it
fourth
is, then
mask,
I won't
Akano.
hold any
But
grudges
that's
so
gonna have to
long
wait
as
for
like
another
Oh,
day.
get
you
fucked.
know
What
it
we
wasn't
can tell you
cut
today,
content.
though, is that
but
Crash
we'll
isn't
see.
the only
No, I hate
character
when that
you
shit
can take
happens in
control
Sonic
of during
games.
this
I'm
adventure.
upset.
For starters,
This game's
you
gonna
can play
blow.
the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path.
That's very
In
cool.
addition to playing
Yeah.
as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingo Dial. I repeat, you get to play as Dingo Dial in Crash 4. Now, a lot has changed in the years
that's
since we
alright.
last saw Dingo Dial. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy
The gameplay
and open
looks
a
cool.
diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension.
Yeah, get fucked.
Oh, that
Finally,
looks
there's one
cool.
more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table, so we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped up, bump-a-berry fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspectives shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment.
Yeah, I want to play
that
that the Blob level.
We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie with the
Don't you mean
overcranked
Epic
camera
Mickey?
speed increasing the actual
Yeah.
speed of gameplay as
The
well.
Blob was first.
Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an
That's
incredibly
funny to
fun
put it
feature that's going to
underwater.
give every player,
I don't wanna play the
especially
underwater,
completionists
no.
out there,
At least
a
it's not
reason to
ice.
revisit each
Oh, there's
level
gonna be one
again
that's
to
ice.
see what new and exciting experiences in store for them.
I like those kind of modifiers
So
over the
that's some of the new
filters.
stuff that we have in store for you in
Oh,
Crash
animation's
Bandicoot
so
4.
good.
It's about time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Nice.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too. We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's about time, coming to PlayStation 4
Maybe we'll
on
get to see
October
more of
2nd.
the Iron Man game.
Don't
Oh,
do
Now
that.
let's get
Yes,
the party
give me.
going with the latest
Give
from
me this.
IO Interactive.
He's probably got iron in his head. That's it? No Smash character? Yeah, what the hell, Sony?
I think I saw IO Interactive in chat there. Yep, they're there.
Besides, this is your big day.
It has
Doxed.
PSVR included.
Have fun. Oh, don't worry about that. My
That low frame rate is gonna give you a fucking headache.
Well, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back to New York.
A great idea, though. Should have it on PC.
Out the window.
I did go to the bathroom just to look out the window.
It's a good view.
How many bathrooms do you go into that have windows like that? You don't want to go check it out?
No.
Freak. Hey, what if I gasped really loudly right now?
You may scare the chat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done that like every stream now. Like when we were doing Xbox and I played the Banjo-Kazooie music. Anyways, yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Lord of the Rings, potentially. I have no idea. I just guessed the ring.
I get it. You're reversing time. Now show me what else.
I feel bad that I do get a little tired
Oh, is
of,
this oh, what the fuck's the name? Jonathan Blow's game. Right.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like it, yeah.
Oh.
I like that art style change.
I still need to play Bride. I've heard good things about it.
That's crazy. Anniversary edition. Well, I got
edition.
called the fuck out. I thought it was new. The game looks prettier than I remember. Yeah,
it's been
see,
out
it does.
for a
Okay,
while.
good.
Great
I'm not an idiot.
Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There
Yeah,
are more
that
than
art
9
style is way
pixels for
better.
each
Oh,
pixel
Jesus.
in the original game. There are new
That's pretty
animations
cool.
for smoother motion.
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of
So it's
developer
basically a
commentary
remake.
and interviews on
Oh, that's
subjects like
actually
puzzle
really
design,
cool.
Programming and visual art.
Awesome.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
That's
We
pretty
hope you'll
tempting.
enjoy the game
That's
when it
so
comes
cool.
out
It's like having
early
like
next
a
year.
what do you call it? It's like watching it with like direct commentary.
Right. I like how when Half-Life did that.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
This is Giant Squid.
The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter.
Ah, brave Hunter.
The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless, so the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
I worry that shooting them could get like a little bit tedious, but I'm also kind of interested.
Yeah.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the Hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless. You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping. Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
I can't wait until there's a mechanic where it's like, hey, if you don't pet the eagle one time, you're just gonna die mid-flight.
Poke your eye out. You have to have an eye patch the rest of the game.
You can pet bird.
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap.
You could have said fly, but
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
I wonder how long this game is.
I was like curious how the combat works, if there's combat.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games, there's no map. Instead, the Hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
Snazzy.
It's a pretty cool way to show the map. Even if it's not apparently a map.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on
It's
your
more
quest.
immersive of a
They will
map
try
system.
to separate you from the eagle.
I like that idea. You protect this eagle with my
Bird,
fucking
no.
life, bro.
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
I do get a lot of Zelda vibes from this.
Aye, there is some Breath of the Wilds in there.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
And that's you flying into Ganon's tower.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them
Oh, that's
in a dramatic
pretty cool.
final battle.
Yeah, okay, if that's how the fights go, I'm interested.
That's got a lot more depth than any Zelda fight. Well, we even pulled out the eyes.
The hunter and eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the Pathless.
Pretty good.
We've only scratched the
I'm
surface.
kind of curious how big the map is for it.
Explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Snazzy. Can't wait to pick it up on PC.
True.
Chat, I'm going with Parmesan pepper. And Rita's getting carrots.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm
That's what I like to see.
Electric Spunkaloo. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Crushed.
I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
Alright.
So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more
Nice.
people can play the game together. And I
didn't play Spelunky 1.
He killed the dog!
Yeah, it
Oh, no, he
happens.
didn't.
Spelunky 1 is a lot of fun.
I'm
In
not too
Spelunky 2,
interested
when
in
you do
playing
runs
1,
and
but I
discover new
would give this
characters,
a
you'll
shot
also be building an
definitely.
in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1,
That's gonna be
runs
me.
often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping
my
experience
shop.
and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about
Oh
the game.
no.
I have two types of
hell
favorite
was that?
stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun
I think when they're
experience with
talking about
friends
like
and family
things the
in
devs didn't know about, there was a thing where it's like
These
there was
are
an
the stories I
eggplant you
wanted
could
to
get,
expand upon in
and like the
Spelunky
eggplant
2.
would like
really
turn
what
enemies
guided
into
my
an eggplant. They could die in one
choices.
hit.
After
but
releasing Spelunky, I knew
There
was
was,
a lot more that
I think it was either supposed to be impossible or very difficult to like get to the final boss. That people found a way to like bring it to hell and just like one hit the final
In a lot
boss.
of ways, when Spelunky
That's
is
turning him into an
released, I want
eggplant.
players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. No problem. Anytime.
Oh my.
That's pretty
That's what I like
soon.
to see.
Next month.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Mobile game time. Wrong game, sorry.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on.
This
let's
is
take a
the
look.
one that's like Zelda.
I think it's also multiplayer as well.
Looks a lot better than I remember seeing it last time.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
Yeah, I'll have that emo boy in my team.
This disturbance to which I awaken.
Huh? Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
Snow is 40 days and 40 nights.
Sentient filth. I claim your mind
Focused.
for the Void Armada. Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
This wasn't my expected focus, but alright.
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust.
I like the theme.
Yeah, the aesthetic's
or
really
the
cool.
design, whatever you'd want to refer to it as.
It looks 3D. Pretty sure it is. It's really well done.
I'm trying to tell if it has like, if it's like fighting on like a 2D plane, or if it's like, you know, like Streets of Rage, like just like a slight bit of vertical.
It the style seems more like one of those any Flash game that is has like tweened animations. A whole bunch of indie games like those. I'm pretty sure it is just like a 2D plane. Of course, I like how this animates more than any of those. 'Cause, yeah, it's 3D.
Was that Aeon? A-E-O-N?
No gonna lie, I looked away and missed it.
Mutination and Phil and Max were interested in this one. I forget what I saw about it that made me interested too. It's got swords, that's cool. So it's Castlevania 2, but cyberpunk.
I'm just seeing chat
It's time
spam
to talk
Evangelion.
Bugsnax. Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from PS5.
My invitation
Oh yeah,
is
bug
open.
snacks time.
Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense!
Yes.
I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist! Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a bug snack right over there.
Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite bug snack is. And feed it to
I
me.
need pictures. Pictures of bug snacks.
What's little Sprout doing? He misses Papa. Oh, of course he does.
Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet.
Nobody hates you
Bug
yet.
snacks, and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Snacksburg. This doesn't look too next gen, and the 30 FPS is
Say
not
you
helping.
do find these bug snacks and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Is that a tortilla?
I think it was a pizza with various
Could have been a
toppings.
pizza.
There's a lot more in store.
I like
Let's
how
start with an
even with
update
all
on
that,
eagerly
I
awaited
still don't fully have a
PlayStation
clue
VR
what's
game.
happening.
And if there wasn't a PSVR logo, I'd be more happy. I mean, I'd be happy at all.
Is wrong with you?
So when are they gonna start dancing?
You must stop, Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the force.
Don't think anyone needs to know, to be honest.
And who the hell's making this? Seems like a more longer term game. And I would
August 25th as well.
I hope it's on Steam. Not for me. But for
Whatever you
Miguel,
do,
who's asleep.
Stay in the light.
Oh, is this Control DLC?
Looks like it.
Yep.
This is finally hitting Steam really soon too, right?
Maybe.
Aw.
Oh, yeah, Alan Wake expansion.
Not aw.
This is auto chess.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's about time we got another auto chess game. That fad died quickly. Despite how interesting it was.
There are still some that are doing alright, I think. Like the Hearthstone one's doing really well still.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting idea.
Just seems a bit late to jump on the train.
Good games take time.
That's literally just Kunkka's ship right there.
I don't know if it's good, but
Well, all you need to do is PlayStation All-Stars Auto Chess.
that's why you need to. Oh, it is just auto chess.
Oh,
Okay.
straight up, it's
OG.
auto chess.
You go, girl. Now, those Flash game developers from the early 2000s really come a long way. I would pay $15 for this. That's really cool. Oh hell yeah, I gotta hack in a Game Boy. Is that already out somewhere?
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
Because the way that, yeah, that game is already out.
Are
It's
the
$20.
forest shadows, ghosts, running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Quieten down, don't shed a tear.
They count, ration, manipulate.
There's a wolf in the night and he's talking.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
Oh, is this like Robin Hood?
Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army.
I'd be so angry if someone snuck up on me with a fucking hammer.
We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
The ghost of the forest, the wraith of the night. Won't blink twice, he'll be by your side. The stag on his quiver, it's the archer's eye.
We take back what was stolen.
When the hoods both fly.
And the people call us heroes.
This is a Gritty Gauntlet remake.
To others, we are rivals.
I'm more worried about when he hit his ass with the hammer. Like, God. Like, use a knife or something.
I thought it was going to be like medieval Payday at the beginning, but now I have no idea.
We are all outlaws. But some of us will become legends.
The all players? I don't know. Wish I had a little more, but that's okay.
From the day.
I really don't like that all the PS5 footage we see is 30 FPS. Only because when Microsoft showed everything for next gen, it was all 60.
The Pokemon game.
Yeah, MMO Pokemon.
That's kind of interesting in the hood though, because it's from Sumo.
Yeah.
Also neat Temtem coming to PS4 or PS5.
I never got
Before we wrap
Temtem,
up,
but
let's
I mean,
take
if
a
I got it,
tour
I can
of
get it on PC.
Godfall.
But
We've got
PS4,
new PS5
PS5 's cool.
gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
What was Godfall again?
The game from Gearbox.
Oh.
So how's my lunch coming along?
I was really hoping they were gonna like wrap it up on like
Hello.
Silk Song.
My name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall.
Wait, you
On
think this will
behalf
go
of
on for
Counterplay
6 minutes?
Games, we are very excited to share gameplay.
Well, you
with
said to wrap
today
things up,
and to
so
offer
I
you
don't
a
know.
glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall.
I think there's one more
Today,
after
you'll be
this.
seeing extensive
wrap things
gameplay
up, we have
captured on a
couple more.
PlayStation 5 development kit.
Oh, I thought
Please keep in
thought they said
mind
it was like
that
this
the
was the last
game is
one.
still a work in progress, and
Could
some
have been.
things may
I may have
change from
misheard.
the
Well,
final
hopefully not.
product as we continue to learn and
Yeah, this
harness
would be a
the
strange
power
one to
of
end on.
Sony's next generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what
Yeah, it would
Godfall
help.
is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air.
It's medieval fantasy
and fire.
Warframe.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies.
I mean, it's gonna
and
be
challenge
like,
a
you know,
mad god who awaits
roadmaps
you
and stuff
at
with
the top.
content.
You play a
But if it
Valorian knight,
ships a $60
godlike
game,
warrior, able to equip
if-
valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into
That's pretty
an
subjective in
unstoppable
this genre.
master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment from mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades, the polearm, the two-handed warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you, like pulling a cable.
And that's...
Now let's switch to
He's
the
not wrong.
longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path.
Oh man, that water.
Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, You can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like
And
yawning.
of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher
Well, I
on
mean,
enemies that were
I've
knocked
played
down
this
to the
game
ground.
before, and they don't really clinch me in the first place.
Yeah. It's just that this is going on for way too long for me. And it's like, oh, but it's all gameplay, so normally I'd be happy, but because it's for a game I just don't have any interest in, it's like... unfortunate.
I need to at least try a beta out.
I mean, I don't know. I've already played it. Played a million games like it. I don't know if I would, I wouldn't get hooked, probably. In other words, it's not for me. Did you lose?
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support
I'm worried about
since
this
our
next-gen
initial
hardware.
reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter.
I don't think the hardware
Facebook,
is actually
and
there
YouTube.
to maintain 4K native. At an actually decent frame rate. It's kind of annoying.
That's a wrap.
In other
Hope you
words, I'll
enjoyed
stick
this
to
peek
PC.
into the future of PlayStation.
That is what they're ending
See you
on.
next time.
Wow.
Primarily. Switch and PC. So was this for me? A little. Well,
Bug
that's it, yeah.
Snacks still looks kind of interesting, if only because of how over the top it is.
Yeah. Snack time.
Aeon Must Die, that surprised me.
Yeah, there were a few in there. Not that's like PlayStation titles, but like Spelunky 2 is gonna be cool.
Spelunky 2 looked
Crash
cool.
4.
Crash 4.
I think that's the only AAA title from there I'd be interested. Yeah, well, I know Wario. Temtem. Genshin Impact will be interesting to see how that does.
I didn't understand what that one was all about, really. It looked
is-
like
it
it
is
was open
just-
world and multiplayer.
It
but-
is essentially just anime Breath of the Wild.
Yep, that's what it
Okay.
was. Yeah, then Pedestrian looks pretty interesting. Control DLC. That Star Wars VR game looked substantial for a VR game. It's probably been in development for a while. Because it has a narrative to it, so...
And it comes out really soon as well. It's like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the end of August, it said.
And Anno Mutation M. Which I don't know, the last trailer we saw of it, I know is what, like, got me interested, but I don't know what as much as what I saw there. And Hitman 3 in VR is a pretty good idea. It's a pretty great idea.
Yeah, even if it's only for a few sections.
Imagine just walking into someone's room as they're sitting there trying to choke someone with the PlayStation Move controllers.
I don't trust like anyone that has that whole like the Steam setup.
I mean, at least if at least you're going to choke someone out, use a Wiimote and nunchuck.
Yeah, and get the job done. All right. I'm sorry, Rita. All right, I think we're done here. I'm probably gonna take the night off of stream to keep working on this capture card video. Cause what is it? It's Thursday. Yeah. Tomorrow night, Soul Calibur. That's still happening, and then Rave will be live Saturday and Sunday. Do we have any other events coming up for us? I don't think so. I think the last one I was talking about was this one.
Season of E3 may be over. Maybe that Dragon Ball Fighters thing, but
dude, what if they now have a direct? What if like
it said it was like a show, but it could just literally be like.
No, that's probably not gonna be something to restream.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because it'll still probably be in a magazine.
Unless they give more details in the next week, but.
Plan is buy Hitman 3 on VR, strangle someone, go home and launch Hitman 3 on VR. Everyone got the plan? Let's go. Alright, thanks everyone for tuning in. See you tomorrow for Soul Calibur, and until then, go to bed.
You go to bed.